So in this video, I'm just going to go through the very basic features of Solidworks. So I'm going to show you how to draw on planes, how to add in dimensions, how to add relations between different points, and how to use the extrude and extrude cut features, and then finally how to add in color. And we're going to be making this block that I've just drawn in here. So the first thing you do is you open up Solidworks, and you can see I have the figure drawn here already. And press X. And I'll just draw it out again. So when you're in here, you go in, File, New, select Part, double click on that, and then you're left with this feature here. So you have all your different planes. These are the things that you can draw on. So the first thing you do is just hover over the front plane. Click it, and then if you click it once and you see that sketch symbol there, you just click on that. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go up, we have our sketch commands, we're going to select line. If you hover your mouse over them like that, you can see that it selects these different, it'll tell you what the different features are. So then you're going to draw a line out like so, straight up, and you can see it snaps into this position so it's straight. So click your mouse down, up, cross, up, over here. Now we haven't added in any dimensions yet, so the idea behind this is you actually draw the stuff first and then you add the dimensions afterwards. So the next thing we do is we click Smart Dimension, and you click one of your lines like so, and we'll make that first one 100 millimeters. So when you click Smart Dimension, you just click on the line, and then you just type in 100, and then press Enter on your keyboard, or you can press the correct arrow there. The next thing we can do is take this one, and we can make that line 150. Now the next thing we want to do, sometimes when you're in drawings, you want to add in relations. So you might want to make all stuff the equal length without having to put in the measurement over and over again. Equally, if you wanted to go back and change your measurements, then you don't have to change every single other one that you've already told it were equal. So what you do is you find the Control key on the bottom, usually on the bottom left-hand side of your keyboard. So just to get out of this view, first press Escape, then hold Control, and we're going to make this line, and this all equal. So by pressing Control and then selecting each one, go down here, click Equal, and then click OK. The next thing we're going to do is click Control, here, here, and here. We'll make these equal also. So we see the option over there, equal, and we click OK. Now just to show you what might happen when you're messing around with drawings, if you put in a dimension for, say, this, and you wanted to say, oh, I want to make it 60, it won't let you. It says, do you want to make the dimension driven? And what it means there is you've already told it what the dimension that is. So you can't dimension stuff twice. Similarly, if I want to come out here, make this 120, it won't let me because I've already told it that that's 100. So anyways, the next thing that you do when you're in the sketch, you go up to Features, click Extrude Boss Base, and you can see it's giving me my option to actually extend out the surface. And you can see we've selected up blind here, which is fine, and then 10 millimeters. So you can either drag it out in and out like that to your desired size. You can see that the millimeters are going up and down, or else you can actually just type it in the box here. So what I'm going to do is make that 80. Then again, you click Enter, or you can click the correct sign here. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a hole in through the side of this. So you right click on that surface, and we've gone out of our sketch, we're starting a new sketch here, and click Sketch, and can see it zooms into that surface. Then we're going to get our circle command from up here, and we're going to draw a circle in anywhere around this point. Then we want to add in our dimensions, so press Escape, click Smart Dimension. What size will our circle be? We can give it a diameter of 40. Again, press Enter. Then we can make our center point a certain distance from that. So we can make that, say, 30. And then we can make our side distance here. Click Smart Dimension again. Click your center point and this, and we can make that 30 as well. Then we press Enter. And what we want to do is we want this to cut through the whole thing. So we're going to click OK with our dimensions, and then we're going to go into Features up here at the top, and then you're going to click Extrude Cut. Now what we wanted to do is to cut through the entire thing. So you could either select blind and set a certain distance, but if you go up here and you click Through All, then it'll always cut through the whole object. And that's important because if I go back and I modify this and make this longer, we still want it to cut through the whole thing. So then you're going to click OK, and you can see we've got a hole cut through the top of that. The next thing we want to do is we want to put a hole here, but this time we're actually not going to make it go the whole way through. We're going to right click it, click sketch, then we're going to draw on our circle again. And you're going to come around to the side, and actually it'll be handy to put this midway in. So you can see that if I go through the center of this line, it actually automatically selects that midpoint. So we can go down there, just drag it in through the center there, then add in some dimensions. We can put in our diameter, we can make that 20, press enter, and then we could set a dimension from here to, say, the edge here. We can make that 40. Now it might say make dimension driven if I do that. No, that's okay. But I actually wouldn't have needed to add in that dimension because it's been added in through making that a center point anyways. And the other thing we could add in is just a dimension from here to here. Go down there, we'll make that 20. So we go into features again, and this time extrude cut. But in this time, instead of selecting through all, we're going to leave it on blind, and we're going to select 20 millimeters. So it only comes down some of the way. Click OK. Now you can see our object is built. And then one important thing that you need to know is your mouse. If you want to zoom in and out, you just roll that wheel in and out like so. And if you want to revolve it, you hold down on that wheel and then you just move your mouse around. So you can see if I want to revolve, I just hold my wheel down and then I can revolve the piece around like so. So what we'll do next, finally, is just add in a bit of colour. So to add colour, you just right click on what you want to add colour to, and you go to appearances. Now you can see it gives us a couple of different options. So face, we'll try, I'll tell you what, we'll try the whole body first of all, or the whole parts. So we'll do everything on the entire object by clicking whole part. We'll make the whole thing red. You see it's coloured inside parts and everything red. Now say if I wanted that inside cylinder, that to be a different colour. Well, what I could do is right click that, click appearances, and this time click face. So it's just doing that face, just that surface that we've drawn. So face, and then you can click green on that. The final thing we'll do is I want to make all of this blue. So what I'm going to do is make that cut feature through. So everything that was cut out of it is going to be blue. So you click appearances and click cut extrude. And you can see that it's going to make all the inside parts of that blue then. And that's everything. Thanks very much for watching.